Hello? Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me.
Hello? Can you hear me?
I'll get my volume up on my phone, hang on. You should hear me now. I think I had myself muted there. Welcome to Bedhead. And welcome to Cobra. Let me check my other camera. So the only thing on the schedule at the moment is for... Oh, that's funny how that changed there. That's the first time that's ever happened. After the players nominated the shot, the camera defaults back by itself. What was I saying there? Yeah, the only other scheduled match is in it's going to be the final of the 3-cushion Virtual World Championships, and it happens on Tuesday evening my time at 11 PM, and that's my days off. I don't go back to work until next Friday. Obviously we're off over Christmas. We don't work on Christmas Eve in .com, so I won't be in tomorrow. So yeah, I'll be able to cover the 3-cushion final between Acero and the odds-on favourite Chiku. So if you guys aren't at work the next day, then I hope you can join us. Now, Cobra, you're the person to ask, or Bedhead, or whoever can remember. I can't remember who the current champion is in this damn thing. Who's the current holder of this title? I didn't get a chance to look. Somebody will know. Albie won it. Well, in fact, I presume Albie signed up. I never even double checked to see if he'd signed up. I presume he has. Right, well, little bump needed here. I don't think it's what though. Oh, he's got Chiku. Oh dear. Now there will be a revenge match there. Now I've decided to... What I haven't done tonight is I'm still watching the match on YouTube. I'm still watching to see the quality of the stream, and the stream quality is excellent, I have to say. On my phone it looks very good. But what I haven't done is I haven't got the browser on my second monitor. What I was going to do tonight was put Edge, Microsoft Edge, on my second monitor and watch it that way, to test if Microsoft Edge is going to crash the PC or restart the PC. I'm convinced it's something to do with Chrome, because I mean it happened 3 times in a row the other night when I was testing it. As soon as I clicked anything on Chrome, the PC just restarted. But I wasn't willing to test it at the start of the match and cause disruption and get complaints. So this is going to be against the break. Slim will break in rack 2. Now there's another thing. I presume 10 ball is alternate break, isn't it? Or is it winner breaks? I don't know what the rules are. I don't know what he set the rules for the tournament. We'll soon find out. I'm assuming it's alternate brake. And I believe no jump cues in it. So a couple of balls, or at least one ball, what went down, the 3 ball. No shot in the one, push out, or safety that Slim had called there. He's now decided to push. Well, if he pushes to leave an edge on that 1 ball, oh, that's not a great shot. I think Slim would want to take that one again. That's pretty poor. Okay, Tommyy can pot the 1. He's going to have to run the cue ball quite a bit here and avoid traffic. And I think he can to go on this 2 ball. I think he's got to just miss the 5 ball. In fact, tell a lie, he's got to get to that jaw. You can't hear the sound of the balls. Anybody else having problems hearing the sound of the balls? What the hell's going on? What, you're not hearing audio from the game? Ah, Christ, hang on a second. You'll definitely hear it now. I don't know why XSplit Gamecaster's done that, because it's defaulted and muted the bloody volume. So check it now. Everything should be good now. Just let me know, because I've unmuted everything. I don't know why the software had muted everything completely. That should be good to go. Good. So the 7 ball goes past the 8, no problem. So over to the rail and back out with this angle. I think he's fine, he'll avoid the scratch. And that's perfect, because you've got that little angle on the 8 ball. That allows you to do whatever you want with the cue ball. I would have still liked to have been a lot better than this though. I mean, I would have liked to have been going to the long rail on the left off this 9 ball and just stunning up for the 10. Now he's either going to check this big time or let it run. So he's got there, and so both racks so far have gone against the brake. I wonder if there's any teams in the Saturday night doubles. I don't think there is. Only 5 minutes to go. So 8 ball top right, 1 ball bottom left, and 2 ball I think is blocked. Now if you're going to kick this 2 ball, you're going to scratch off the back of it, so you've got to be careful there. He's looking to try and catch the edge of it to knock it in. I've actually, that's a great shot. Watch the cue ball though. Welcome to Hazard. I actually haven't had my dinner. It was about 6:05 when I decided I was going to get my dinner, and I thought I'll just have a quick check at the 10 ball bracket and see if anything's happening, and saw this bloody match on. So all I had was what did I have? I I had smoked ham and toast, 2 slices of, and a cup of coffee. Just to put something in my stomach. I didn't have time to make a dinner. So I should survive the rest of the match on that. Watch the cue ball. It's got to miss the 9. Well, it didn't have the legs. Now, of course, we're now in the situation where players are either, they're going to have been practicing jumping with the play cue. We've seen that it can be done, but probably through a fair bit of practice. And the player that can perfect a jump shot with this play cue has got better odds of running out. Them that aren't going near it are the ones that might struggle. No, it's not a meal, but it's something. It was just it was the quickest thing I could think to make. I had some smoked ham, and I thought, right, I'll just have a cup of coffee and toast and a couple of slices of that, and that was it. No, I won't be back at work on Monday. What makes you think I'll be at work on Monday? In fact, I'll tell you what I'll be having on Monday. It's very easy to what I'll be having. I'll be having the rest of my steak pie on Monday. And tomorrow morning, when I get up, which will probably still be around 4 o'clock because the body clock's shot to hell, I'll probably come online, see if I can get a game of Cowboy, and then I'll be out the door at 7 o'clock, down to the butcher's in the town to get my family size steak pie, and half of that will do me in, for my Christmas dinner. And I've got potatoes, and I've got cream spinach and something else in it. I can't remember what's in it, but I had it last year and it was bloody lovely. So I've got that to go in the plate. And you know what a family size steak pie looks like? It's like a kilo or more. So half of that does me on Christmas Day, and then the other half will do me on Boxing Day, and that's what I've had for as long as I can remember. No, boiled potatoes. Because I'll tell you why. Because the roast potato, I can't roast potatoes and do my steak pie in the oven at the same time. That's why. Oh no, there's no sprouts. I think I had sprouts last year though as well. On the second day, I had sprouts with what do you call that type of ham? The wee chunks of ham. I can't remember what it's called, but it was sprouts with that in it, and the sprouts were very nice. I've always found sprouts either to be a hit or a miss. Sprouts, I think it just depends whether you put, some sort of maybe butter or something on them. But they're either disgusting or they're very nice. There's no in between with sprouts. Well, I do like sprouts, but like I say, you can get them where they're a bit bitter. I think sometimes sometimes it's obviously you can get them peeled. You can get sprouts peeled, or you can just get sprouts, but then you've got to take the outer leaves off. I think that's what the bitterness is, and sometimes you get them. If the outer leaves of the sprout aren't taken off, that's what makes them bitter. Yeah, that's the only time we ever get them, and it's the only time we get sprouts in like that. You get sprouts in a bag any other time during the year, but they get the sprouts in the stock. I mean, see our store today. It looked like a bomb hit it. I mean, the funny thing is, I can't understand why people decide to go and do a Christmas shop 2 days before Christmas on a busy Saturday, which is 10 times as busy as it's ever going to be during the year, and come into the store and expect to get everything. I mean, you could barely get a turkey. The shelves were stripped bare. I mean, we had one of the guys was doing reductions. He was doing reductions and stuff that was going to go out a day over the Christmas period, and he was putting them into a basket and he was pricing them up. And people were robbing his basket at the time he was doing it. They were that desperate. Though, you know, people will take anything when it comes down to the wire. Watch the cue ball here, by the way. Welcome to Chimpy. Well, not in our store. Our store was decimated. I mean, we had, don't get me wrong, we had loads of stock out back. The biggest problem is there's just not enough staff in to actually put the stuff out. That's the problem. We could have done with 100 more staff in the store to get the job done, to get stuff out onto the shelf to sell it. What did I have to bring out today? What was it I was looking for? I mean, I had a customer wanted 3 limes, 3 individual limes, and the limes were empty. The grapefruits and everything were empty. I thought I'll go through the back and have a quick look. There was 2 baskets of limes sitting, so I just brought one out. There was plenty of fruit and veg, but most of it was out the back of the store. Right, so we're 2 apiece. But I would never ever dream of going out and doing a Christmas shop 2 days before Christmas. I had all my... The only thing I don't have is a steak pie, which again I always go on the Christmas Eve morning and get it at the butcher. Butchers always get plenty of them. And everything else, you know, the potatoes, the veg, that was all bought 3-4 days ago. When I did my big shop. So, you know, I'm organised as far as that goes. There's no way I'd ever thought, all right, I can go and get my veg and stuff on Christmas Eve when the place is ripped to shreds. So, opportunities are available here for Tommy to get himself into the lead. He's going to have a bit of a problem right now, and that's getting on the 3 ball. 3 ball doesn't go past the 8, so there are gaps to get on that 3 ball. Now he needs to go forward. Well, he's come back the way, that's even better. He's controlled that extremely well. That was very well played. He could have went forward and around the angles to go the same direction, but he played that well, avoided the 9. Now he's got to drive this home. Now this cue ball's going in a funny line here. Yeah, that's the reason he's hit it harder. Now he's got a problem. He might just nurse this in. He could play it long, he could drop the 7 into the side. Let's have a look. He's going to play this up to the corner. Just a sort of jabby kill. Nope, just soft. Now he needs to make sure he avoids a 10. Yeah, what is traditional? What's a traditional Christmas meal for a Swede? Bedhead, enlighten us all. I mean, over here in the UK, everybody seems to think it's turkey, but I think turkey's about the blandest thing you could have on a plate. That's why you have to smother it in cranberry sauce and everything else to get any taste out of it. Well, Tommy got the job done. He's into the lead, and now Slim has to respond on his break. Well, our store will be blitzed overnight. I mean, the night shift come in and they'll put loads of stuff out. But our store used to be 24 hours, but it's not anymore. We open at 6 AM in the morning, and I guarantee by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning the store will be absolutely heaving. It will be chock-a-block with bodies. Well, that's going to be a missed call, isn't it? No, he's done it wrong there. He's past turn. Wow. What the hell happened there? Was that the option of... That was a missed call. I think Tommy's just done that wrong as far as I understand there. So strumming. Pickled herring, meatballs, cold cut meats, etc. Nothing too fancy. Oh, it's the Swedes that like the fish. Anybody north of John O'Groats, they eat all that shit. Uh-oh. Yeah, I bet most of them are old people. Old Vikings, I bet you that's the ones that eat it. They've got the stomach for it. And they've got no sense of smell. Well, let's see how Tommy tries to deal with this 7-ball. First of all, he's got to get up for the 6. He's going to leave himself an angle. The 8-ball is very much in the way of where he wants to put the cue ball. He might try and go... Well... I thought he might have tried to come back the way there and come on to the left long rail down to the short rail and try and get a kick into that 7. Now, is he calling this cross corner? I don't think he can get the cue ball out of the way. Now, what did he call there? Because I didn't even see what pocket he called. Or did he call the 9 instead? Well, whatever he's called, it doesn't matter now. Slim should be able to square the match here. Who is it that eats the rotten shark? Greenland. They eat the catch a Greenland shark, and then I think they chop it up and pickle it and bury it in the ground for months on end, and then they eat that. That's just as disgusting as surströmming. And it smells of ammonia. The reason it smells of ammonia is, I believe, and somebody will correct me if I'm wrong, that the Greenland shark urinates through its skin, which sounds a bit weird, or something like that. I think if you go Google it and look for some detail on it, I think it's somewhere along those lines. But this stinky shark's just as bad as surströmming. So 3 apiece. Again, this time not a great safety from Tommyy, albeit Slim's going to be well hampered over the 10. What's he trying to do here? Well, that'll be a missed call. Now we'll see if Slim gets the... Yeah, he's miscalled it. Tommyy didn't miscall his previous one. He passed turn, which wasn't the right way to do it as far as I remember. Well, what was that pass turn the last time round? Did I miss something? Did you miscall and then Slim passed it back? Is that what I missed? Talking of misses, Tommy's in the stream. He's going to pay the price for that, because that's why he ends up missing 2 balls like that. You get the option to pass it back after a missed call. That's why I didn't understand it. Pigeon blankets, I call them. I say that in the store to people. I might say to one of my colleagues that say, "Have you seen these pigeon blankets anywhere?" And they don't listen to a word I'm saying. The brain automatically translates it to pigs and blankets, but I call it pigeon blankets. Blankets that you'd put in a pigeon. And we sell them by the shed load as well. Folk buying like half a dozen packets at a time. Now, is that the 8 ball that's hidden up behind the 10 ball up there? Or is it the 4? It's the 8 ball. And the cue ball's gone as well. So Tommy's back in. Oh, Tommy's got an admirer. Tommy's going to have to introduce us to Linda. Is he going to spill the beans there, I wonder? Well, here's the big bump coming on this 8 ball. He's got to dig into the cue ball. I don't believe the 8 ball goes, does it? Oh, it does go. It does go. You're going to hit the 10 though, that's the problem. Now the question is he going to be able to get out there and have a shot in the 9? Oh, welcome to Semi-Pro. Never saw him there. Well, it's came out good. And Hazard is doing the same thing that Blind Hog does, hitting forward slash, thinking he's in VP4. So Tommyy back into the lead. Still going with break at the moment now. Oh, it's the old deer, is it? Well, the only thing I would say, Tommy, you better hope the girlfriend doesn't come on tonight. That's all I'm saying. She better stay out the stream, or there could be problems over Christmas. That's the one thing you don't want to happen. That's going to put the cat among the pigeons. Who the hell's this girlfriend he's talking about? He's only winding us up. Oh, is he? And Tommy falls to pieces. And then there's a divorce in the new year. Welcome, Mrs. Tommy. What the hell are you doing at work on a Saturday night? I just let. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'll Tommy back in. Well, he's going to get up above the 8-ball, isn't he? And he could. I think there's too much angle to try checking this up. I think he's got to just let it open out behind the 6, miss the 6, which he's done. Now he could probably check it a little bit if he wants. He should still have room to get on the 7. Well, it's going to be a long 8-ball. I don't think he'll risk doing anything else other than just going long rail, short rail, and then the long 8-ball. Oh, he's taking the risk. He's got away with it. That was always the danger, going 3 rails, the scratch on the side. So this is going to be daylight for the first time in the match. Tommy now breaking again with a 5-3 lead. It's a dry one, and Slim needs to take advantage of this. It's going to have to be a 7-9 combo, looking at it. Well, somewhere between that 8-ball and 6-ball is where he wants to be. That's perfect. And now maybe a little bit of help in spin just to make sure he's well away from the 5. And ideally he would like to be straight either up the table for the 6-ball or into the side for the 6-ball, and that's sort of in between. So now he just has to get as good a line as he can in the 7. He's got plenty of room to do it to, so there shouldn't be any problem. Well, this is going to be dead weight to keep the 7-ball there. Well, he's got away with that because that could have went badly wrong. So this is Slim stealing a rack on Tommy's brake, and then he's got to back it up now on his next brake. Have you changed your, is that you giving your first prediction what, or is that you changed it? What did everybody else, I never saw what everybody else called as a match score. Well, again, this table's just begging to be ran out, isn't it? Well, you must have known the one that gave a prediction. I didn't notice any other ones. By the way, any of you guys into watching the box and watch the cue ball, I'm just thinking, Joshua, is he fighting tonight? Anthony Joshua. I can't remember the name of the guy he's fighting. Somebody will know. I'm sure is it tonight, this fight? The fight's imminent, is it not? This heavyweight bout with Anthony Joshua. I thought it was tonight. Because if it is, I'll go and find a stream for it and watch it. Maybe I've got it wrong. I thought this fight was tonight. No, he's not fighting Wilder. But that was part of the point I was going to make. Anyway, I don't know when this fight is with Anthony Joshua and this other guy. It's not Deontay Wilder, but the idea is going around that Joshua, if he wins the fight, at some point he's going to be lined up to fight Deontay Wilder, provided he stays unbeaten. But the thing I scratch my head about is what the hell is that going to lead to? Is Deontay Wilder hoping that that Tyson Fury's going to retire and get out of the game altogether, and therefore then there's going to be belts up for grabs? Because I can't see where it's going to lead to, other than the fact that if Joshua wins his fight and he somehow gets to fight Deontay Wilder, as far as I can see, Deontay Wilder will tear him apart. I think Deontay Wilder's got far, far more punching power than Joshua, and I don't think he would last more than 3 rounds, as far as I could see. I don't think Joshua... I mean, he's got a heavyweight boxer's chance in a fight against Wilder, but Wilder, to me, is a far, far more threatening boxer than Anthony Joshua is. I wouldn't give him much of a chance against him. When you think about it, Joshua's fought Tyson Fury 3 times, lost 3 times. Admittedly, his best fight was the 3rd one, but Fury was still too good for him. So how the hell Anthony Joshua thinks he's going to be in with a chance against him, I haven't the foggiest. Well, anyway, it's going blow for blow here as well, because Tommyy, with a 5-3 lead, is about to find himself going 6-5 down here. So it's a good response from Slim. And this, of course, is also on Tommy's brake, so Slim's going to have next brake again. So that's 3 in a row for OnePocketSlim. And the 1 ball has gone. The 2 ball has a cut on it. Now the cut to the left hand corner pocket's a good line in terms of where the cue ball's going, because he should have possibly a shot in that 3 ball into the side pocket. It's going to be tight, but I think it's a bit too tight to be trying to cheat the pocket past the 7 ball. But that's maybe what he's going to have to do, because he's coming too straight behind the 3. Right, let's have a look. You've got to get this just on the join there between the 7 and the rail to cheat that pocket for it to go in. You could cut it into the side and the cue ball would be heading up towards the 5 ball. Well, I'm not sure what Slim played there. I can't quite work out what he tried. Well, Tommyy has been given a chance. You think he played a safety? Because I thought he missed it so badly if he was trying to play the pot past the 4 ball. Oh, he did call safe. I never even noticed. Let's have a quick look at the 6 ball. Well, that 6 ball isn't really comfortable into that pocket, and well, he's got to play that. I mean, there's 2 ways to do it. I mean, you could probably cut this and stun it hard, but I don't know whether that'd be comfortable doing that. I'd be more likely to have a bit of left on it, play it into the corner pocket, let the cue ball come off the rail and around and down. That's at a line, so at least I can see an edge of the 7 to cut it. He doesn't look as if he's doing any of those. Well, I think he convinced himself he could squeeze that past the 9 to pot it, but Slim's got off the hook there, and it could all of a sudden be a 2-rack gap the other way now. Oh dear, and no sooner have I said that than the old stun shot into the corner pocket has caught Slim out, and Tommy's got to be all over this like a rash. He's got to get well up the table, got to avoid traffic. He's done that nicely. Now the other problem is, how's he going to come out of this with the 8 ball? Well, he can come out clean because he's perfect. Well, that is one that's got away there for Slim, because he should have been 2 in front. And let's see how many that's going to cost Slim. Because Tommyy now, once he pots this 9 and 10, although he's left himself that little funny angle, let's see if Tommyy can get this and capitalise on his break next rack. Oh, by the way, guess what I discovered the other day? I was on Steam and I went into my settings on Steam, and I don't know whether Steam does multiple updates. You can go into Steam like 3 times a day and you have yet another update. But anyway, when I had Steam connected up to Restream, and I don't think I was getting, well, I certainly wasn't. I wasn't getting any viewers on Steam. Well, I finally worked out how. For some reason the Steam overlay was defaulted to off in Steam, and in order to broadcast live on Steam, you have to have the Steam overlay activated, and for some reason mine had defaulted to off. So there was no way anybody was ever going to see VP4 on Steam because it wasn't live streaming on it. So that's why there was never anybody watching it. Right, so we're back to 6 apiece here. We've got Slim well hooked on this 2-ball. I don't think there's a line to get to that 2-ball. He's going to have to go 2 rails, I think. Yep, he's trying to go into the gap, 2 rails, and kick the 2 from this line. This will be a good shot. Yeah, he's nowhere near it. Well, this match has swung backward and forward so far. Tommyy with a 2-rack lead. Slim running 3 in a row and a 2-rack lead. Or 3 or 4 in a row. And now Tommyy has a table. Now, does he stun past the 7 or is he going to run through? Because you can still stun out and miss the 7, I think, here. Stun over by the 6-ball. It looks like it from this end. Well, he's avoided the 7. Got loads of room to get on the 5. Oh. Well, he doesn't want to be dead straight, and he can pinch an angle here. So the 6-ball should be going into the left side pocket as we look. This cue ball should be coming over towards the 9. That's the sort of path it wants to go to. And he's decided to kill it and play it long, so now he's got to play a stopper, like a stun stopper, and he needs to get the line right, because you know what happens when you stun them, you don't get that line. And he's just got the angle in the 7. So he's good to go. Is Spudboy in the stream tonight? Has he been online? Haven't seen him. Well, the match swings again. Tommyy 1 in front. Slim again having to respond. I see Stub 1 Friday night 9-ball. I noticed that this morning when I was at work. I had a quick check at last night's results. That's another poor shot, this time from Tommyy. He didn't want to take as much of that 9 there, because that's left the 2-ball on. But this is an immediate problem. I don't know whether the 4 goes. Yes, it does go. It just goes past the 7. So back up into the middle of the table. High enough though. And you see, putting loads of... See, he should have let that run. He should have let it run. It would have been a much easier shot. He started putting loads of inside English on it there to check the cue ball to stop it running away, but that makes the pot that much more difficult. I think you've got to keep it as simple as possible in trying that type of shot. And that to me is a big mistake with Slim there. I think he should have let that run, because he'd loads of room in the table where he was bound to be on the ball. And he puts loads of English. Then of course you're making that, not only is the cut angle difficult, but you're making it a lot more difficult by spinning the cue ball. Well, that hasn't worked out either for Tommyy. Well, he really should be just... he should just be thinning this and ducking behind that 10 and 7. Needs a bit of spin on it. Oh, that's another mistake. Oh dear. Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned the girlfriend, because that's a boo-boo there by Tommyy. He's actually missed the edge of the 6. Hit the rail and kicked the 6. And again, he's let Slim out of jail here. I think he's fine. I think he can just hold off the 8 and drop behind the 9. I'm not sure whether he can go forward. Yes, he is. He's just going to dig in and come back across behind the 9. Let's have a look, see whether you can play that. See it? It's a bit in between, isn't it? Can he get into that enough and hold the cue ball enough where he'll have a shot in that 9? I think the angle's the thing that's worrying him a little bit. Yeah, he's managed to kill the pace and hold it very well, and he's got an angle now. All he should be doing is going forward here. Just let it run to the rail and come out. Nothing else you need to do. Now that was simple. Why didn't he do that in that other shot? There's that blue donut again. Well, the mistakes are happening from both players. It's just a question of who eventually is going to take the overall advantage here. We could be in for a long night. I think that was dry. Was it? Yeah. So, no shot on for Slim. And he's looking to tuck the cue ball behind that 7 and 6. And he's managed to do that. Or has he? No, he hasn't. He's left an edge. The only problem with the edge is he's pushing the one to the long rail. And he's got to get covered with the cue ball. Well, that was never going to work. Excuse me. So that's another mistake by Tommyy. And that's another one from Slim. They're coming thick and fast here, folks. And that's not exactly a top drawer shot either from Slim as far as the safety goes. Doesn't need to do anything with the cue ball, just has to pot the 2 here, Tommyy. He'll be on the 3. I wonder what Steve would be saying if he was watching this. The amount of errors we're seeing. Safety errors, potting errors. Well, he could drop through, I think, and play this 5 ball into the side, into the right side pocket. I think he's got enough angle. Maybe is there a gap there? Well, he's calling the 5-10 combo, but of course the 10 ball will come back up with this new rule. And I presume Slim understands that. Well, if it had gone in, he would have found out. Well, it's going to be a missed call anyway. Well, there's a nice angle in this 5 ball to get a nice bump on this 10 and 6. Oh, he's missed a hit. I mean, that was a big target, that 10 and 6 ball. And he's now hooked, I think. Yeah. Problems again for Slim. That's a foul. That's hit the 10 ball. So Tommyy, on his break, should be back in front. Well, the only thing he's got to avoid is just hitting the bump in the side pocket if he goes over to the left too soon. And he's well away from that. Now this will be a long 10 ball into the bottom right hand corner. Keep it simple. Well, Slim's back to chasing after Tommyy again. Where was it sitting when it was a plant into the corner? You talking about the 6-10 that he played? I can't remember. So Tommyy with a 1 rack advantage. Slim breaking, gets a ball. 1 ball is gone. 3 ball needs to get out of the way, which it has done. And now he's sitting pretty good on this too. And he wants to get us fairly straight on this 3 ball. Maybe a slight angle either way. Just like that. Now, let's have a look at the 4. Oh, that's way too tight. That's way too tight if he's coming this side. Yeah, he's trying to get a bump, and that's, well, he's got the bump, but it's going to be a thin 4 ball, cue ball, running all over the place here. I think he's going to duck here, yeah. Now, can he get a decent safety? That's the question. And this time he has done, I think. Yeah. Now, I think a 2-rail kick would be better than this 4 ball. I don't know whether the side pocket's in the way though. I think that might be the problem. Because it would be better to try and kick that 4 ball from behind just to get it up the table somewhere. But I think possibly the line to do that was maybe hampered by the side pocket in the left there. But anyway, Slim's got ball in hand. And everything goes. So again, straight forward to the long rail and back over to the right side. Loads of room to go on the 6 ball. Oh, that is just a terrible shot. That's the worst shot of the night that you've just seen there. I mean, apart from the fact he missed the 5, look at where the cue ball's sitting on that 6 ball. That's awful. And that isn't much better. That's just as bad. Oh dear. What the hell are we watching here? We're watching a couple of numpties. I think this was our first game of 10 ball. I mean, we've just seen 2 terrible shots. Well, that's a better shot, but again the cue ball's going to no man's land. Oh dear. This is like Stubb playing, by the way. This is the kind of thing Stubb does. He ends up nowhere and he ends up banging a ball to try and stay at the table. And the 10 ball's in the way as well, trying to cut this 7 and get the cue ball out of that top left hand corner to get some sort of sight on the 8. Now, again, I'm not sure whether he played the pot or whether he played to keep it safe, but either way, he'll take that. He'll take that. And that's a better shot there by Slim. Now, is Tommyy going to take on the pot? I think if you're going to take on the pot, you've maybe got to put a bit of right English in this to try and bring the cue ball further up the table and avoid the 9 ball being a blocker. I don't know whether he's comfortable at doing that. Let me have a look. Yeah, I'd be playing this with a wee bit of right and cutting it and letting the cue ball run to try and come over here. That's what I'd be doing. I'd be going all out for it. Little bit of right English, pick the line in the cut, let it run and get the cue ball coming this way. It makes the shot a lot more difficult, but he's playing a safety, so he must be going to the top rail. That's where he's trying to get to. Oh, that's a great shot though. That's a far better idea than mine. That's excellent. Well, that makes up for the crap that we've seen 2 shots ago. And that's got a Slim and a bucket load of trouble here. Tommyy 8-7 in front. And, well, Slim's got no line whatsoever to get to the 7. So, Big Massey is looking for off this bottom rail to kick the 7. Didn't get it enough. So Tommyy now should be back 2 racks in front here. Well, again, just a gentle dink, let the cue ball run to the right. You want to go off the rail and out into the table though. You don't want to be stuck to the rail. How's that looking? Well, that's fine. You just drop through to there with the cue ball, somewhere like that. Roughly where the... See, again, he's left it short. Just a wee bit. That should have been over another 4 or 5 inches. But it goes in. And now... Well, this is a sort of reverse situation. Now Tommy's 2 racks in front with the break. And a chance to go to 3. Well, the 9 ball stays where it is. Nothing has gone in. and I don't think anything doing here for Slim. That one ball, well, it will cut into the side. I think he's going to have to go for it, and the only other problem is he going to get the cue ball out of there? It's going to be a tough ask. Well, he could be brave and try and duck behind that. What ball is it up there? Is that the 8? The shot's there to go to the 8 ball with the cue ball. But the paramount thing is he has to get the cue ball safe. Sort of not the cue ball, he has to get the 2 ball safe. But he's got a line where he can bank that 2 ball up the table and just let the cue ball drop over. It's a tricky little shot. But he's called all out for the cut. He's got it. Now he needs a bit of luck. And that ain't going to be it. So he can cut the 3. Is he calling a bank? Oh, there's room. I was thinking he could cut the 3 towards the 5 and duck up the table. Well, the 3 still goes. Well, this could be it could be quite an important rat here in the overall scheme of things. Tommyy looking to get to double figures here. Slim very much trying to stay on Tommy's tail. Oh, now what's he left? I don't think he can get enough of the 3 for it to pot, but he can certainly cut it towards the 6, and if he can go clean to the rail and get up the table, he should have a half decent safety here. But he's trying to come around the other side of the 10. Well, I mean, he hasn't got distance, so hitting the 3 ball is not difficult. Problem is how lucky Tommy's going to be in playing this shot as to whether he leaves anything. But I'd have been very much more trying to get distance there. Well, the 3 ball is on. 4 ball into the same corner pocket. And this is a must for Slim. Probably 5 ball into the same pocket, although he's a bit straight and slightly the wrong side of the 4, I think, here. Yeah, the way this cue ball's going to come back, it's going to want to go to the rail. And that's why he's dug in. He's going to be nailed onto the 5 though. He's overhit it. It's suddenly all becoming hard work here. Yeah. Yes, the 5 ball will pot. Yes, it will. Past that 8 ball. But good luck to anybody that's willing to try that. Safety called. Now, Carrie, deliver a safety before I fall asleep. And the answer is no. I see I'm on the easy half of the fixtures. Albie, Cobra, Spectre, Don, Matt, Past Eddie. Yeah. It's tough, but you're going to have to beat them all eventually if you're going to win it, so you might as well get it over with. Watch the cue ball. Now, how tight is this 7? Loads of room. Well, this is a big point in the match, because for the first time, I believe, Tommy's going to have a 3-rack lead here. At the wrong end of the match as far as Slim's concerned. He's still got time. So Slim now under more pressure on his break, trailing by 3. He must deliver, needs a good break, a ball and some sort of shot either way. He's got a ball or balls. Oh, that 6 ball might be just getting into the way here. Where's my B button went to? I think it has. What am I talking about? That's the 9 ball. That's me made the mistake of confusing the 9 ball with the cue ball again. But the cut bank has worked, but I don't think he's got any joy again here. Got to come up again with a good safety. Now, I think he wanted to land right on top of that 8 ball there, but he's got a result. He's got a result. Well, I'm surprised he's played that at that pace, because he's called a pocket. He never ever gave it enough legs for it to hit it, let alone get it to a pocket. So Tommy's giving Slim a free go here. And that 7 ball, well, we know that it goes into both corner pockets up top, but the 10 ball's in the way one side. So if you're playing it top left corner pocket, you're going to be playing it from the middle of the table. Problem with that is that the chances are that the angle you've got is not going to be any good for holding for the 8 ball. So there's work to do here. No, we don't. We've only got this one. We've only got this one in the 3 cushion. The black ball's done and dusted. Well, he's played to get on a line. He's still got the same problem. He can pot the 7, but the cue ball's got to run. Ask Semi-Pro. He'll tell you. And there we go. Well, this could be major problems now for Slim. I think Tommy's going to try and hold the cue ball. Well, Albie did play very strong at the business end of that match. I think he sort of eventually ran away with it in the end. He was really, I mean, very few errors. And all you can do is hold your hand up and say, well done. You know, nothing you can do about it. And Tommy again playing the big stun. Oh, now, I think, well, Slim has got an odds-on bank here if he wants it. Well, look at the way the camera's gone here. The camera goes haywire. But the cue ball's got to track as well. That's the other part of the problem. Slim anks the bank 117% of the time. Now he's called a safety, so very thin off the left side of the 7. Tommyy is going to take the bait himself. Now this is a much better chance of getting good on the 8 ball. But it all hinges on the 7. And Slim's going to have his fingers crossed here because this match is taking a wrong turn. Where's the cue ball going? Oh well, he's been let out of jail again. Would you believe it? Well, if ever you're going to give him chances to stay in the match, that is it right there. We were looking at a 4 rack deficit there for 30 seconds. That needs to come off the rail. And he's good. And a big 2 rack swing here. Right, Tommy's taking a bathroom break. Right, we're back. Brake is dry, I think. Streams hooked. No, we were having a musical interlude while Tommyy was dealing with a bladder problem. Everything's working okay. Well, this is an easy safety. Why is everybody panicking? Tommyy went to the bathroom, we had a musical interlude, the screensaver was up, where's the bloody problem? Well, this is an easy safety. He's got to get cover here. Check the cue ball a bit, yeah. And that has got Tommyy in a whole heap of trouble. Having said that though, unless Tommyy does something really crazy and bangs balls all over the place here, that 2 ball's going nowhere. It might be a 2-6 combo though. I'll be happy with the outcome. Let's have a quick look at this 2-6. Well, it's nowhere near set, but if you were sitting good on it here like that, you're making it every day of the week. And what about the 1-3 combo? That's nowhere near set either. And that one will cut. Now, how is Tommyy going to deal with this? I mean, he's got a line that he can get to the long rail on the left. Maybe go to the short rail up top and kick into the 2 and 6, but does he want to do that? I think he was playing to try and leave the combo. But the end result wasn't bad. What's the cue ball? Well, Albie had a bad match against Slim in that first match against Semi-Pro. I did say Slim there, didn't I? Now, is Tommy going to find out the new rule? Tommy's probably going to scratch his head right now and say, what the hell was that? Or maybe he realises that, maybe he's been practising and he's already found that out. So the 2-ball stays where it is. And, well, he could see enough of it to pot it. I didn't think he could see enough of that there. But the 4, now does that 10-ball bank up and down the table if you play the 4-10? Does that 10-ball bank into the bottom left? In fact, tell a lie, that's the 8-ball, isn't it? I thought that was the 4-ball. Well, he's 2 straight, so... And he's the wrong side to get the bump. I'm looking to see whether he can bank the 10. If he might have to do that. Yeah, well, that's a good question. Maybe she fancied a break. Well, he's certainly got the angle to cut the 7. And again, this is a similar shot to what Tommy had earlier in the match, trying to play a breakout, and he missed the target. He's got to hit it this time. Well, he's got the hit, and he does have a shot, but it's still a testy one. And it was just too much of a test, and Slim can get back to within 1 and be breaking next rack. Well, this match might go all the way yet. The way things are turning backward and forward here. But Slim needs a result in this next rack to get it back on a level playing field. So big break coming up here. Well, the 6-ball just get brushed in by the 2. And I don't think he's got a shot in the 1. He might have a combo. Quick look at that, if I can get the thing round quick enough. Well, I mean, that's dead set. That is absolutely plumb, that 1 and 5. Well, he's calling safety, which I find a bit strange. Because again, it's not a difficult hit. I mean, it's not difficult to hit the 1. I'm surprised he didn't have a go at the combo. Oh, cue ball. Oh, he's hampered over the 2, but I think all he has to do is just roll this 1 in. He'll be on the 2. Well, welcome to Bill. Well, I am surprised that Slim never took on the combo there, but at the end of the day, he played the safety, and he's now got that chance to get out here. So he's got to deliver. Watch the cue ball though, watch the cue ball. I think he's overhit it. Oh dear. Well, that's a big blunder again, because look at the space that he had to make a cut in that 3 ball. Anywhere up just past the 4, he would have cut the 3 every day of the week. And now he's left it there for Tommyy. Well, that's a big fail by Slim. I mean, that's a poor shot by Slim, overhitting it by as much. I mean, with such a big margin of error. And just when Slim had that opportunity to square the match, he's pretty much given this rack away here. Still got to be done though. But he's going to be kicking himself. He's an angle one way or the other, and that'll do. Now, I mean, you can stun this right up to the 10 ball. And he's coming left. The danger's a scratch. He's avoided the scratch. And I think he's got a workable angle in the 7. Yes, he has. So everything's good now. Oh, the yawning started big time. What time is it? What is it? 20 past 8? That's about right. That's usually when the big yawns kick in. Well, it's another big 2-rack swing, isn't it? You know, Slim odds on certainty to get out there, and he's overhit that shot by a country mile, hooked himself, and the end result is Tommyy had his chance, and he's now opened that gap again, and now he's on his break to go to 2 in front, 3 in front, I can't count. And the ball is gone, the 2 ball's gone as well, he's on the 1. And the 4 ball's completely dead. Now, what he could do here is get a bump into that 7 and 4 and still be in the 3 past the 5. That's a shot, if he can do it, if he's got the angle to work there. But he wants to bump the 4 and 7 and hold for the 3. And that's totally bamboozled me, that. I think he needed to be a bit more aggressive there. He's going to try it again from this side, but I think it's more difficult. Oh aye. Yeah. I mean, the 3 will cut, but whether he can get into that enough, I doubt it. He's going to skim past the 5. And Slim is going to call the 5 and give the 3 a bash. At least that's what he should be doing. But he's not. And well, it all hinges on the breakout in the 4 anyway, so they can tip-tap here for half an hour. But whether it's worthwhile, where's the cue ball going? Whether it's worthwhile actually potting the 3, I don't know, until you've got a good chance of getting a bump. But I thought Tommyy had a far better chance when he came to the table there to spin that cue ball into the 7 and 4. And maybe the angle wasn't as good as it looked like from my end, but this looks like a decent safety by Slim. It most certainly is. Easy hit though. And not a bad result from Tommyy. He's got the cover. And that was always going to happen doing that. Well, the angle's there this time. He can get the spin into the cue ball, go to this short rail in the bottom and get right into that 7 and 4. This is a huge target to hit. And that's perfect. Apart from the fact that he's straight, so he's just going to have to come back up the table as far as he dare. Well, that's not really far enough for comfort's sake. He should have been right up the table. He could have just, you know, run through in the 5 and come around and out for the 6 in past the 10. And he's now going to be hampered by the 7. Is he? No, he's okay. So Slim is going to be breaking in the next rack. And he's going to be 3 behind. So now it's at the point where Slim needs some charitable work here from Tommyy. And to be fair, they've both been generous enough during the match. Well, really, Slim's in a position where he can't afford to miss. He can't afford those unforced errors now, because it's just gifting opportunities to Tommyy already with a 3-rack lead. He cannot afford it. But he's got a ball. He's going to have no shot in the 1. I think it's far easier sending the 1 ball up the table. He's trying to send it. I thought he was trying to send it up by the 2, by the 9 and whatever that ball is up there, but I think he's left it on. He certainly has done. What ball is that? That is the 2. And that needs to keep going. Now, is he going to catch any of that 9 ball? Yes, he is. And now he's got to work the cue ball a bit here and dig into this. He doesn't look as if he's doing it though. I mean, it looks as if he's heading towards a 9 the way he's going to pot this. I mean, that's how it looks from this end of the table. Not the 9, the 5. Well, you see, all his thought was on how the cue ball was going to the 5, and he completely forgot about the 4, and I think he's got away with it. And that's a good result from Slim. Now, has he called it in past the 5? I presume he has. Well, that's the main important thing he wanted, and that's worked out nice. Oh, this is a big rack now. Slim having to kick. He's calling the 4 into the side. I don't know whether he's got the line to get there, has he? Yeah, well, looks like it. And considering where the balls are sitting, he needs a lucky roll here, and he ain't got it. So it all hinges on the 6 ball, and there's loads of room There's loads of room to get on the 6. Anywhere in the middle of the table, and the angle in the 5 is perfect for that. So anywhere on the right side of the table as far as the 10 ball. But look at that, he's underhit that by a country mile again. I mean, that cue ball's him in there. He's underhit it by 2 feet, being overcautious. And now he doesn't know whether he's going to be anywhere decent in the 7. I mean, the cue ball's going across the table. In fact, he's decided he's bailing out and ducking, and that's the right shot. Thing is though, Tommy, how many opportunities do you want to try and get out here? Slim might get lucky. He certainly needs it. Well, this will be, I presume, Slim's last shot in this rack now. Tommy might, I mean, he might want to come across below the 10, or he might want to stay above the 10, if you know what I mean, on the right hand side. Yeah, like that, rather than trying to come across into the left. He had 2 ways to get there. And now he has to just dig in a wee bit to hold the cue ball. Anything but straight, although it doesn't really matter because you'll be able to leave that angle in the 9. So this is now threatening Slim's winner's side position in this tournament here. It's going to go to 4. And it's now Tommy's to lose. 13-9 lead in a race to 17. Slim's odds are not good. And Tommy's breaking, which doesn't help the situation. But he's come up dry. And just when he needed it, he's left absolutely nothing for Slim. Slim having to play a push out. Now the danger playing the push out down the bottom here is that he should be in trouble in a minute here, because there's loads of cover up that end. And Tommy's got choices as to how he plays this. And now it's backs to the wall for Slim. He's relying on a lot of luck. He can see enough of the 1. But is he going to get cover? Yes, we do, CP. We've got a game. It's ruined my dinner. So it has. It started at 6:45. Well, 6:44 it started. And the hard work really starts now for Slim. He's got to do everything right. And he's got to play everything right. Well, he's got to call safety here, because he's trying to use the 2 as a stopper, and if the 2 goes in, you know, that would obviously be a missed call. So he's got to call the 2 as the shot as a safety. He's hit it, well, nice and thin. I'd be hitting it with a bit of spin, nice and thin, and trying to get up behind that 6, 5 and 9 there. Because Slim can do something similar here. Now again, I think he needs to call safety. But he's calling the combo. He's going all out for it. And disaster for Slim. The scratch in the side pocket. He'd have been better off doing what I said. He should have called the safety. and ducked up top, trying to get behind that 6, 5 and 9. And the cue ball drops into the side pocket, so just when Slim wants to be clean all the way to the finishing line, if he can survive, he's immediately scratched and give Tommyy a free go. It's going to be a 2-7 combo, I think. And it's going to be a 3-8 combo up top right. Oh dear. And all of a sudden it's gone pear-shaped. It's immediately gone wrong for Tommyy. Now what does Slim do? Does he go all out for the kick? Yes, he is. Well, you know what they say, attack is the best form of defence, but you're walking a thin line, Slim. And Tommyy going all out as well for the combo. Well, this 2-ball could end up anywhere here, by the way, on that top short rail. And he's hooked. Well, this could be the first example of a jump shot here, or a jump shot attempt by Tommyy. Let's see if he's perfected a technique. And the answer to that is no. So Slim, well, he knows what he has to do. Now, let's have a look over here. We've got the 4-ball over the side, over the corner. He might just drop the 4 in and play the 5 long. The 6 goes in past the 10. This is not a gimme, this rack. It's not a gimme getting out here. See, even if he tries to drop this in dead weight, he's going to finish nowhere near great on the 5. He's going to have to run the cue ball. And that's perfect. Now, he's got a slight angle. He would like a bit more though. Question is do you just drop the 5 in and play from the short side and get the 6 into the top right? Or do you try and stud out? He's trying to stud out. Now this is tight. I mean, it looks good from here, but when you're playing it from there, and he stayed in the short side of the 9, and he should never be missing this, and he's always going to have a shot in the 10. Well, it's Slim getting to double figures, but more importantly, it's his break. But even then, he's still chasing Tommy's tail. Tommy's still in control here. I don't think anything's doing. And of course, when Slim comes up dry, needless to say, he leaves Tommyy a dead set 1-ball, 2-ball very handy, 3-ball up table. Hang on, I thought he'd hooked himself there. He's fine. But 3-ball up the table and 5-ball. Let's have a look. Goes comfortably into the corner, and then if he has the angle in the 5, this is the thing he needs to look at. Well, this isn't going to be ideal because the cue ball's going to be running unless he's going to try and check this big time. But if you got good in the 5, you can play the 6 into the same pocket because the 6 goes in that gap. Well, that's way too heavy. Plenty of room for the 6-ball to go. Well, it's a fairly straightforward safety. You cut it to the long rail there, send it in behind a bunch of balls and bring the cue ball down this end of the table here, down past the 8. He's gone the other way. Oh, now he's left the 5-ball on. Now Slim has maybe enough room off the rail where he could, and this is a tough shot. I mean, I think he could dig into the cue ball a bit. No, he's not risking it. He's trying to hold it. I mean, he knows the 6-ball goes, but it's not comfortable from where he's sitting. So this is all or nothing to pinch this rack. Well, it is on his own break, mind you. Dead straight in the 7, which is never good. He's got an angle he can pinch again here. Cut it into the right side of the pot. Use, well, in fact, he's come out clean. The old VP4 escape route. He might have left this too straight as well. Yes, he has. Absolutely bolt straight. So this is about controlling the draw. Could have done with a wee bit more, but again, he doesn't have to do anything other than pot the 9 and let the cue ball just do its thing. He'll be on the 10. Well, there's a little bit, maybe a little bit of pressure on Tommyy on his break now. He's still going to have a 2-rack lead. But whatever does happen, it's now at the stage where if Slim does get that chance, he's going to have to make the most of it and stay in control of the table above all. And this is looking dry. But this time, just when Slim needed it, he's got a shot in the 1, the 2 balls there, the 3-ball and 4-ball are handy. The major issue will be getting good in the 4 to get up onto that 5. And the only worry is where the 6-ball's sitting, because if you're going to go to the left side of the table up top, the 6-ball could interfere. He might be too straight in this 4-ball now as well. So, up and down, or down and up, more to the point. No, he's trying to hold it and play the bump. That's what very nice. The problem with playing the bump though is that he's killed the 7-ball. He should have been up and down. I mean, it's all very well in hindsight, but the one surefire way of keeping the 7-ball in play was not to bump it. I mean, it was okay bumping it to hold for the whatever ball it was it the 5-ball, but he's now killed it dead. And Slim's chance might have gone. Was that the right shot to use the 7 as a holding ball? He's now got to win the safety battle, or he's got to grab the bull by the horns and take something on here with a make or break shot for this rack. So in a sense he's put more pressure on himself, Slim. Well, Slim didn't have the legs there, the idea right, trying to duck behind the 8-ball. Now, if this is full in the face, Tommyy might have Slim in a lot of trouble. Got to call the safety in case this ball goes into a pocket though. If he's trying to punch it around the table. Has he got enough room? No, obviously he didn't. Let's have a look. What do you do here? Do you call the bank? Do you call the cut? Well, it's whatever you do it's tough either way. Why, that's right, I keep forgetting about that on the safety. Well, big shot here. And that's very well played. He's got the angle in the 8, so he can come back off the 8, out into the table. Now, loads of room. I mean, he can even... Well, I think you want to just make sure... Oh, goodness me, the stun's done him again. And that's a big, big shot there from Slim. We had marked that rack on the board for him there. Well, Tommy needs to check how far that 8 is in the pocket here. He doesn't want to be looking at the jaw or the rail or anything. Oh, now. Oh, it's a big chance gone there for Slim. And that might be the straw that broke the camel's back, that shot there in the 8 ball. That might be just one too many at the wrong end of the match. So 14 racks to 11. And again Slim chasing a 3 rack deficit with nothing to spare. He's got a ball, which is a good start. And the 1 ball has just drifted past the side pocket. That ain't going. Now, can he get the cue ball out of the way for this to bank? I don't think he's got enough room, has he? Yeah, it was too tight. But it certainly cuts now. Now, the 2 ball goes past the 8. That's all I can say about this shot. Now, he can go, if he misses the traffic, he can get on the 2 from the left side here, as long as he doesn't run into the 3. Well, he's brushed the 3, and would you believe it? Oh, has he? He's brushed it far enough. Oh no, he hasn't. He hasn't. Wow, I thought he was on for a lucky roll there, but he can't get to the 2. Well, he can get to the 2, but he ain't potting it. Well, there's a bit of a bonus for Slim. And he's run into the 2 the way across, and it's going to be a cut into the side. It doesn't go into the corner. And that is absolutely stonewall dead 3-8 combo. So this is about avoiding the 5 ball. Avoid the 5 ball and get yourself past the side pocket if you're brave enough on the right side. And commentator's eye, but he's still got the combo. He's got to call it. Got to call it. Now this cue ball might be running pretty close to the 10 ball on the long rail. And he's bumped to 10, which gets it into play, and the 5 ball over the pocket. So now he's got absolutely no excuse. The 10 ball's now good. The only thing he can do now is complete numptiness and hook himself behind the 10, but he's got loads of room to avoid that. Now this is just a stun in and a cross. Don't chicken out on the right shot. He's running forward, I think, is he? Yes, he is. He could have stunned that in. It would have still worked. But I think these stun shots are scary, especially when you're under pressure. You know you want to maybe stun it to get it across, but as soon as you rattle a jaw at that pace, you're not going in. So this time it's the other way round. Slim is winning the rack on his own break, so he's now got to sit and hope and pray that Tommyy does him a favour. Now, check who you're due to meet in round 2 though, CP, and then see if you're quite as happy. Go on, tell us. Well, Tommy's got a ball in the break. I think the 9 ball's gone in. Now, let's have a look. Where's that B button? No, he can't see enough of the 1 to cut it. Right, what's the interesting news you've got to tell us who you're going to meet? Who you lined up to possibly meet in round 2? Go on, tell us. That's a good shot from Slim. Oh, you should be favourite in those 2 matches, whoever you play, I would think. Mind you, his Eric, I think, plays a wee bit of 10 ball. He's, mind you, I have to be honest, I don't think I've seen Sargo play. And I think, is Sargo one of these players that signs up and then doesn't appear? He might be one of those players. You might be playing his Eric in round 2. Well, OnePocketSlim, has he got enough of the 2 ball? I think he's just got enough of the 2 ball. How's he going to get in the 3 though? That's a more important question. Well, that'll work. It'll work as far as he's got a shot in the 3. He's got to take it up top. I don't think he can risk playing this into the side. And that will cheat the pocket, no problem. Well, we can all see where the problem is for Slim. And he's dead straight in the 4, so he can't even play a sort of bump into the 10 and 7 and still have a shot in the 5. He can't even do that. Is he trying to draw? Maybe that's what he was trying there, but he didn't have enough angle. So, big shot coming up, and he's overcut the 5. I think he was desperate to hold an angle on that 6 to get the breakout. He might have got second prize there though. I think he's hooked Tommyy. Oh, and Tommy's come up with a reply. He's got a nice little roll behind the 6 now. Whatever Slim does, he's got to kick this from the short rail up top. He doesn't want to go anywhere near that 7 ball. He doesn't want to do anything that's going to nudge that 10 or 7. And I think he should be, is he going to the rail first? Yes, he is. Did he call it into the side? That's a superb shot if he did. I think he did call it, but it's a missed call. He must have called it into the bottom. Right, Tommyy now with ball in hand. Well, this could be fatal. Tommy's got to pot this. I thought he'd called it into the side, but unfortunately he must have called it into the bottom. And that's why it was a missed call. Well, Tommyy, I mean, I'm really surprised he tried something like that. Why didn't he take the ball in hand and leave himself a good angle to get a bump? He was trying to get into a very tight space. Well, whatever happens here, if Slim fancies it, he's going to nail Tommyy to the 10. I think that was a huge opportunity missed there by Tommyy. I don't think he was brave enough. I mean, he's in front. He's maybe erring too much on the safety side there, but he had ball in hand, and you can pot that ball in any pocket, leave yourself any angle to get that target and get a hit. Who didn't have ball in hand? What did I miss there? Maybe I'm falling asleep. Oh shit, it was a missed call. My apologies, you're right. Yeah, I'm thinking it was a foul. My mistake. My excuse is it's 9:15 and I'm knackered. But that was a good shot. My brain, half of my brain's in bed. That's where it is. Well, this isn't exactly ideal. Oh, Slim lives again. I thought he'd called the cut into the side there. Didn't realise it was a bank. Yes, I've already had that explained to me, Mr. Monster. I'll just go to the stats page right now just to annoy you. You know something, I never even noticed that he hadn't added a shot clock. That's just me realising that now you've said it. Well, Slim's break has given him a ball or balls. I didn't notice how many have went in. In fact, the 8 ball's gone. He's got a very thin stub cut in the 1. He's called a safety. And that's not really safe. He wanted that 1 ball to travel a bit further over towards the 7 and 6. Didn't get it. And Tommy's overcut the 1. And now Slim can have a second go at the shot he was trying to play. Really thin off the 1. As thin as you dare. Well, this is a tricky shot, but Tommyy can put Slim in trouble here if he's brave enough. And the saving grace for Tommyy is that Slim can only see part of the 1. He can't see enough to punch it. So this is tricky to keep safe. And he's got the pace. He's got the line. Now, is there enough room in the gap there to chip the 1? I think there is. Just to chip the edge of it. Well, has Tommyy got cover again? Not this time. So the chance is there for Slim to square the match. Well, I think he's not exactly the ideal line here. Well, he's got a slight angle, but he needs to be able to hold for that 4. Now this is a bit dicey. It's a wee bit dicey. And that's what I meant by dicey. He didn't get into the cue ball enough. I think he sort of chickened out a wee bit there because the danger was coming into it and getting near the 9 and getting in off the 9. Well, the 9 ball's far enough past the side pocket where you can't use it to pot the 4. Oh, that bump in the 9 though might have been the mistake, because Slim can see the 4, but can he keep the cue ball on the table? Is it going to hit the point? And is it going to hit enough of the point to stay in the table? That's the debate here. Oh, this is very, very touch and go. This looks like a scratch to me, and he's not interested. Watch the cue ball. It is a scratch, but not the way that I thought it was going to be. That's a big blunder by Slim. Oh dear, it's going from bad to worse. Just when he was threatening to get back on par, he's gone and put his foot right in it. But Tommy's still got to get good in the 5 though, because the 5 doesn't go past the 10. And he's in a bit of a tight space there. So, across the table. Now he's checking this with left English. Is he going behind the 10 and checking it, or is he going straight to the short railing? No, he's just trying to run it into the side or up top. Well, he's going to probably end up just rolling through and playing this a cut from distance, this 6 ball. He doesn't want to run near that side pocket. That's dangerous, the way this angle is. That's the only thing you've got to be wary about. He stunned it to leave it just at distance. That was the safest shot. Well, Tommy's making life difficult for himself. Just a gentle roll in, so Tommy's going to be 2 away. Slim should have been breathing right down his neck, and again he's took his foot off the gas, made the mistake with a scratch, and again it swings. Well, big 2-rack swing again, doesn't it? And of course now Tommyy will have his break to get to the hill. So the match has been on for what, 2 hours and 10 minutes? Tommy's in the ball in the break. Cue ball is well and truly hooked on the 1. And there's no way he can play this where he's going to leave it safe. I mean, even if he set the cue ball right down onto this short rail on the bottom here, Slim's still got a bank on the 1. Now, what's he called here? Is he trying to find an angle to kick this? He hasn't called. Did he call us? Ah, he has. He's calling it now. Well, he's looking to try and kick it. This is going to have to go close to the 8. Yeah, it didn't go close enough, but he's got the hit. And what's more, he's left Slim nothing. And he's left him hooked. That's a great outcome. Oh, this time Slim has delivered. He's got a nice little roll. Well, it's swinging backward and forward already, this rack. But who's going to come out on top? Oh, nearly. So here's the chance. And again, Slim trying to pinch this off Tommy's brake, and Slim could be braking to square the match. It's still a long way away yet though. Well, this is definitely a last chance saloon. He's played the bank. Now, again, you want to hold this cue ball. So he's just going to stun the two in, nip out into the table. But again, there's a problem. The problem's the 7 ball. He wanted to get out of there clean. He might still be able to. Yeah, we'll see if he can. He's avoided the 7. And he's on the 4. Now, you've got to go forward and around and out and come out high enough to cut the 5. Unless he's trying to do something else. He's trying to hold it for the long one into the corner. And now does he hold for the 7 into the side? See, he's almost on the rail. He's going to have to jack up. What's he doing? Yes, he's going to hold it. Well, if he gets out here, biggest break of the match coming up next, folks. Oh, there's been plenty of mistakes, definitely. Plenty of mistakes. I mean, each player's had loads of opportunities to you know, take full control of the match, but every time they've had that chance, it's gone the other way. Well, if ever Slim wants a decent break and a shot, it's right now. He wants an early Christmas present here, folks. Well, we've got 18 viewers on YouTube. I don't know how many we've got on Twitch, because I haven't got anything else to give me that information. But Slim's got a ball. He's got a very thin 1 ball, or I don't even think he's got a bank. The 3 balls in the way. But the cue ball's going to be skimming across the table. Now, ideally, he would like to skim across the table and bump the 5 if he could. But he's missed the pot. Now he needs to get lucky. And he hasn't. So Tommy can put a wee bit of help and spin on this cue ball. Doesn't want to bump the 10 ball. He just wants to come across for a clean shot in this 3. He's bumped to 10, but he's bumped at half ball and he's perfect. Well, this Slim's chance has come and gone, and this should be Tommy on the hill and then breaking for the match. YouTube sped their chat up, have they? I haven't noticed anything different. But again, if it feels slightly better to you guys on YouTube, then that's all the better. Well, just 5 balls away to be breaking for round 2. Oh, he's left that way short again. Way short in this 7 ball. Now this could end up bumping the 8 ball here. Or it might go into the gap between the 8 and the 9, we don't know. it's gone in, but he didn't get the bump. He didn't get the bump. I wouldn't notice a beautiful naked woman if she ran up to you and kissed your cheek. Is that my arse cheek? I'd notice that. Well, what's Tommy called here? Because I missed that reading the chat. Has he called the bank? He's definitely called. Oh, he has called it now. Bank into the corner. And it's short. And where's the cue ball? He might have got second prize here. Oh, he has. Slim can't get to it. He can see it, but he can't get to it to pot it. Oh, this is tough. Yeah, he had to avoid the 9. He had to hit it a bit harder as well to get that distance. The Fast Eddie's arrived in the room. And in goes the 8. So now, just needs to either come back off the 9 or run forward, leave the long 10. And that is it. So Tommyy now breaking for the match. Five ball goes in. Something else goes in. And the 10 ball is a blocker. But he can put Slim in a load of trouble here if he wants. And that's what I call a load of trouble. I'll hold the bottom left corner as we look. Oh, he's missed it. Well now, Tommyy, with ball in hand, has, well, what do you do here? Do you play to break out the 6 and still have a shot in the 2? Do you take that risk, or are you trying to come good on the 6 down the short side and the right hand side? If you're not brave enough, you'll leave a high cut. If you are brave enough, you're in danger of running too far and hooking yourself in the 6. So what's it to be, Tommyy? Well, he's got too much angle to stun off the 4, unless he tries to come down and bump into the 9 and 10. I think he's still too thin a cut to do that. I think it's still too thin. Well, obviously the 9 ball is a good stopper. He's trying to skim the 6, maybe brush the 9 and drop behind the 9 using the 10 as a bumper. No, he's going the other way. Let's have a quick look at this. I'd be playing the 6. The only danger is if you get the 9 too thick. Yeah, I think that's probably the better shot. Well, Slim could try and play a brave shot here. Got to get the cover. If he does, he isn't. And the cue ball needs to keep running. It needs to keep running. Well, I don't think Tommyy will play the pot. I think he can certainly put Slim in a lot of trouble again. Well, the old kick and hope. And this time, it's going to be game, set and match to Tommyy from Germany. Just the 4 balls to pot to get to round 2. Well, this match has swung backward and forward. Slim never really got into it. He was always chasing after Tommyy. And these unforced errors, well, in balance, Slim made just one too many. So Tommyy is through to round 2 by 17 racks to 14, and that match was, what, 2 hours 20 minutes? So it was. So now we can have our first look at the bracket. If we can get the thing to come up. And where the hell are they in the bracket? There we go. So Tommy's now through to play Sergaresh in round 2. If we go from top to bottom, we could see that we've got Hazaric and Sargo in round 1. Coldest Pillow through to round 2 to play them. We've got Mr. Fox in round 2 lined up with Vertical Liquid. These are all players that had buys. We've got who the hell's that? Rossi. We've got Tam against Rossi in round 1. The winner will play Bullabog in round 2. We've got Spudboy with a bye to round 2 where he plays Linus. We have Albinario against Chico in round 1. Popman with a bye to round 2, so Popman's got it tough for his first match, whoever he's going to play. We've got Matt through to round 2 with a bye. Matt plays semi-pro, that's going to be a good match. And we have Woody up against Cobra in round 1. Bankster with a bye to round 2, and Bankster will play the winner of that match. We've got Fast Eddie through to round 2 where he plays Spectre Dawn. And when's that been arranged for? Is that January the 11th? Yes it is, so that's a long way away, because obviously it's a second round match, so the deadline's a lot later. And further down, of course, as we say, Tommy's through to play Sergaresh in round 2. Stubb with a bye, who plays Jose in round 2. Acero up against Wanwa. I wonder if Wanwa will actually play, because again there's a time zone difference between those two guys. There's a name I've never seen before, Chombalero. I wonder if he'll ever show up. I'll hedge my bets on that one, but if he does, he'll play the winner of Acero and Fan or Wanwa. Larry gets a bye to round 2, and he plays CR Dubrovnik. Quagmire up against Vinces in round 1. Bill has a bye to round 2, and Bill will play the winner of that match. We've got Whiskey 2 into round 2 against Bedhead. Bedhead will be the favourite in that. And we've got Christian up against El Matador in round 1. We've got Rabbi or Rabbi through to play another name I've never seen before, Banda. And tell a lie, that's wrong. No, Rabbi plays the winner of Christian and El Matador. We've got Banda up against Interchange X. in round 2. So that's all the matches on the bracket. Well done to Tommyy. Slim, of course, moves straight over to that one-loss side. Both players will be hoping that they settle in and up their game a bit. You would think they'll have to if they're going to survive, but Tommyy came out the winner in the end. So that is it for tonight, folks. Have a nice Christmas until we meet again, and I will bid you good night. Well done, Tommyy, and we'll see you later, folks. Take care.